Welcome to onSodi.com.
Our Photoshop course provides you with the best starting point for learning Photoshop and improving your photography. If you want to learn all about Photoshop and create stunning photos, then you have come to the right place. The members area has over 8 hours of high-definition Photoshop video tutorials, packed full of advice, tips, and the most important techniques and skills. We have a number of free videos in our members homepage too. We don't just teach you Photoshop, your photography can benefit too by reading the blog and looking at our FAQ pages. The guided learning system was developed by us after thousands of photography lectures and tutorials to many thousands of students to create the best sequence of video lessons for learning all about Photoshop. We show you where to start. We show you the most important skills to learn, and as we build your knowledge, we expand on those foundations so that you can unlock the power of Photoshop. On the members homepage, you are presented with the introduction video. You can log in, up in the top right-hand corner, and you can start the first lesson here. On the right is the blog and the FAQ. Clicking on the blog for example, and this will open the blog, where we can learn other things about photography that are not necessarily Photoshop related. Returning back to the home page, and here are the course tabs for each course. The first course is about optimizing photos, and runs for 27 minutes and 42 seconds. Click here to start the course, or you can click to open up the tab and see more course details. For example, I will click on this course, and the video opens up in a new screen. It's nice and clean and simple. We can also watch this in full screen mode too. There are many navigation options. Navigate with the buttons here, or navigate via the right-hand side menu. And we can return back to the members homepage here too. Each one of the videos will have the lesson information in the lower tab, the course title, the course details again. The course lesson notes are the key points of each video lesson, and the related information to each of the videos. This video is about workflow, and there is extra relevant information here. Take your time to absorb this information, take notes if you need to, copy and paste to print if you like. Photoshop comes with 2 very important plugin software packages, Adobe Camera Raw for processing raw files, and Adobe Bridge for managing and organizing your photos. We use Photoshop in conjunction with Adobe Camera Raw and Adobe Bridge, and they seamlessly work together. We're using the CC Creative Cloud version of Photoshop. It's okay if you have an older version of Photoshop, but please note, there have been some updates. Our courses start with an introduction to importing your photos, and then managing and sorting through your images in Adobe Bridge. We start working on our photos by optimizing them first in Adobe Camera Raw, by setting the histogram, setting the white point and the black points, and we show you many variations and techniques. As Photoshop likes to have the best possible quality and data in a photograph, then it's vitally important to process your RAW files, or JPEG files, in the Adobe Camera Raw workspace, and after that, open those images into Photoshop. Therefore, many of the early courses here concentrate on raw processing, as it is just so important in today's photography. RAW files contain so much information and image detail, and that can only be realized in raw processing software, and it's crazy to open your images straight into the Photoshop workspace without unleashing and realizing the full quality in Camera Raw first. In fact, Adobe Camera Raw is so powerful and so very easy to use, once you have spent some time becoming familiar with it, that unless you're wanting to do some drastic image alterations, such as replacing the sky in an image for example, that you may find yourself only using Camera Raw for the majority of your image optimizing. Photoshop is the master of image editing, but Camera Raw is the master at image optimizing. Photoshop and Camera Raw can often perform an identical edit to your photos, and we look at the important tools first: setting the histogram, repairing image faults, cropping the image size and resolution, contrast and color control, and just about everything to enable you to make your photos fantastic. We are constantly making new learning videos and relevant updates, and you will see these appear as they are ready. We're better than free. For just a few dollars, and a lot less than many others, you can learn at your own pace, and learn with the best Photoshop course, here at onSodi.com. Let's start learning.